Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Aperture interior wall sconce, the 217510. Love these modern fixtures. So let's get into details. Size of this, 12.9 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture, 8.1 inches wide. Projection from the wall out is 3.2 inches. That makes this ADA compliant. So if you are specifying an ADA compliant sconce, and for those who don't know, ADA is Americans with Disabilities Act, so that means that a sconce can only come out less than 4 inches from the wall. This is a very good one for you for a lot of different reasons. But why don't we get into more on that? Why don't we talk about if you're on our site for this and on the page for this, under the pull down menus over on the right hand side, scroll down a little bit, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that for me. Those are the same instructions that are going to be in the box for this fixture, and what they help show are tons of information. They show the back of this. They show that the mounting height is 4.1 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the electrical outlet box. Shows how it attaches to this box, very important. Lots of good information. Shows you the sockets, how the glass goes in, a full parts list. So it really gives you a more in-depth view of the fixture. So why don't we talk about what's inside. So it's going to be using a G9 socket. Hubbardton Forge calls it a G9 halogen fixture. It's going to, oh, that was a pretty good catch. It's going to ship with this little, what is this? Probably a 40 watt G9 halogen bulb. I don't know if you can see that pretty good. Couple things. So, you never touch a halogen bulb with your bare hands. The oils in your hands will diminish the life of the bulb. But beyond that, it's a dimmable bulb. I recommend you guys using this in the beginning. A lot of you are going to have questions like, can I use an LED? Answer is yes. So there's lots of LEDs that will fit into this, and here's a few of them. Now, a couple things about that. You'll notice that this G9 halogen is only about this big, and some of these other ones are a little larger. Because this is kind of coming out from the back and the bulb and the socket are pointing out at you, you're kind of limited to the length of the LED. And some of the really, really bigger LEDs like this guy, let's see the difference there, may not fit into this. But there's tons of other well-designed LEDs, and there's no limit to the amount of light coming out of them. So if it says a 60 watt equivalent, you're not going to find a 100 watt equivalent G9 out there. It just doesn't exist. But there's probably some 60s like this one, and there's obviously 40s too. So I think you are good to go there. You just have to scoot around on Google and put in G9 LED and then just do your homework on that kind of stuff. Okay, so moving on from there, why don't we talk about glass on this. You're going to have two different types of glass, and you're going to see them next to me. White art glass, which is basically white, has a little bit of a swirl to it. Topaz is like the setting sun when it's on. When it's off, it's like a dark coffee root beer. And it'll cap some of the lumen, some of the light coming out of it. So just remember that a lot of people go with the white art glass on this because they're not really looking for a color to influence the design, but that's really totally up to you. And then now why don't we touch on metal finishes. Back on our site again, in the red tabs on the left-hand side is a finishes help guide. Just click on that for me. You're going to see a video at the top. It's me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. Scroll down a little bit and there's a chart, and you'll see it has pictures of the letter A on it, pictures of the letter B on it to show you a range that can sometimes happen on forged fixtures. And it's all talked about in the video above. So watch the video, use the chart. When you're done, go back to that chart and you can click on any of those pictures and a bigger window will pop up with lots of samples of whatever you guys just clicked on. So there you go. So let's talk about showroom, because we have this on display. On the second floor of our showroom, we have a what's on display page over on the left hand side of your screen in the red tabs. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. Biggest showroom in the world. No other showroom has this kind of thing. Hubbardton Forge doesn't have a showroom like this. They use this as their Vermont showroom. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400. Feel free to email us at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. When you order your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. Some big items, generally things on pallets, do not come back. We'll always tell you about that ahead of time, so kind of keep your eye out for that for big pendants and those kind of things. We also offer a couple other things. So our showroom has a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples, and you have to come here to use it. And we also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock anything. That's how you get all these metal finishes to play with and glass options. General lead time is 3 to 4 weeks in production over there. We can cut that time in half, and it's per line item. So if you have 2 of these sconces or 3 of these sconces that are all the same, that's one line item. So just contact me about that, and you will see it's very inexpensive, and it gets them out in 7 to 14 days, someplace in there, maybe 7 to 10. Anyway, so any questions, let me know, and thanks for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.